Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Thank God there's no Epstein list anymore, and thank God it was nobody involved in Epstein, okay? That's according to the US FBI, okay, and with the US Department of Justice. And according to Mr. Patel, the boss of FBI, and with Mr. Bongino, the second in command. They investigated, they looked over, and they found Epstein killed himself. And there's no list of, how do you call it, clients. There's no clients list. Well, okay, some of us know better. That's the first topic. The second topic, and I'm going to show you a few videos right here. Right there. This is from May 19th, 2025. FBI Patel and Bongino say Epstein killed himself. Okay. And I say, why would they say that now? Don Bongino sloppy or sly speak on Epstein. Again, Epstein had no client list, was not killed, FBI DOJ's new investigation revealed. But we have someone claiming this. The Hill, July 10th. Dershowitz says he knows Epstein Client List names. But I'm bound by confidentiality. So this weasel, Elie Wiesel, this guy right here, he says, I know Epstein's client list names. This is July 10th, my friends. It's yesterday. These were made July 7, May 19th. So tell me, he knows the names on something that the Department of Justice, the US Department of Justice, and the FBI found that it doesn't exist. How can you know the names on something that doesn't exist? Let's read Mr. Dershowitz's claims. Now, Dershowitz is not to be trusted. In my personal, how should I put it, experience. You want to know why? The main reason? Because his name is Dershowitz. That's the main one. The second one, and people who know what I'm talking about know exactly what I'm talking about. The second one, look at that, I can remember 15 years ago maybe it was, Dershowitz versus Norman Finkelstein. It was in Democracy Now! With another Epstein. That was all an Epstein. There were three of them. Norman, it was Alan Dershowitz, and I can't remember her name, Goodman. Amy Goodman, I think it was. Amy Goodman? Yeah. So they're all, but hey, but nevertheless, that's when Norman Finkelstein exposed Dershowitz as Norman called him, plagiator in one of his books. And according to some, that's how Mr. Norman Finkelstein, Professor Norman Finkelstein, lost his tenure at DePaul University. Because Mr. Dershowitz, then a professor emeritus of constitutional scholar, he made a phone call or two, supposedly from Harvard to DePaul University, and screwed Mr. Finkelstein, and he did not get the tenure. Some people say, I don't know if that's true. All right, so let's see what Mr. Epstein, Dershowitz-Stein, Zelensky-Stein, they're all the same. Here, I'm just kidding. Look at this guy. Trustworthy. What's that with the googly eye right there? What's this? Tooth. Anyway, my friends, I can make fun of people. You can make fun of me. I don't give a shit. Lawyer, that is to assert credibility. I think for me it does the opposite, but hey. Lawyer Alan Dershowitz on Thursday said he knows the list of names in the Jeffrey Epstein files regarding alleged clients in his international trafficking. And I'm going, I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them. End quote. Tell us, boy. Tell us. Dershowitz said during an appearance on the Sean Spicer show. And I'm going, but I'm bound by confidentiality from a judge and cases, and I can't disclose what I know, he added, noting at one point he was falsely named as a client. So it's self-preservation and protection. The Trump administration vowed earlier this year to release the documents and names of individuals tied to Epstein's inner circle. And there you have it, and they don't have it. Because why? Some people probably are on it, and they want it to die out, the whole thing. The thing is there a list or not? Musk said there is a list. Musk accused Steve Bannon, 2 days ago, I think, accused him. Steve Bannon also is on the list. So is there a list or there's no list? Some people say, I know the names, so there is a list. Why do they hide it? And this is the free world. This is democracy and liberty and freedom. Give me liberty or give me death and all that. Maybe with that stock of people then, but now with these baboons, give me soybean latte or give me, TV and chips. There you have now the American society overall, not in its entirety. So Dershowitz knows the names. Now, is there a way? I think it is a way. I'm not a, an attorney. I'm not a scholar on these kind of things. But from what I know, I think if a judge orders a client to disclose confidential information or orders an institution to reveal confidential information, I think, don't quote me on that, I think that if they order it, you have to say it. There is, for instance, you know that in a complaint, you make a complaint to the police, you file a complaint, or to the department of whatever, DHS, CPS, your name, the reporting source is confidential. You cannot release that name. You go to prison and you get fined. Got it? Got it. So, but if you show up in court and the judge orders you to release the name of the reporting source, you have to. I know that for a fact. It didn't happen when I was investigating, but I've been told during my trainings, if I remember correctly, that if the judge orders, you have to say it. The same, while I'm in court, you bring your investigation, which is, redacted. Right? Redacted. But if the judge orders you right there, I order you to disclose the name of blah, 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 you have to do it. You can say I played the fifth, but then it's going to be contempt of court. So Dershowitz cannot be grabbed by the good people of America. I'm talking about the beautiful institutions we have, and put in front in a chair and say, you tell us. He can say no, but there's going to be consequences. The same thing with the Romanian Revolution, so-called. And over there, because it was outside revolution in Romania with some traitors and based on the Romanian disagreement or dislike of the communist and the Ceausescu family. There are people over there in Romania still alive that know who ordered what, who was with whom, what was the connection, what was the whole scheme, what was the plan. But the intelligence services or the people who need to do this don't grab these people like, Voican Voiculescu or Domnul Iliescu, put them in a fucking room and they will tell you what kind of milk they sucked from their dad's penis. Okay? They will tell you everything. I'm so irritated with this guy. So, is there a list or not? Well, I'm bound by confidentiality. He's never going to be asked. I think right now he's threatening. And when you threaten the big forces, you do what Epstein did. Click, click. You know what I mean? So Dershowitz might have a heart attack soon. Maybe a stroke. Maybe his car will be T-boned by a dumpster truck. Or the first flight he's going to have with an airplane is going to be... Or who knows? He's going to see Moses soon. If he continues, I think he's publicly threatening people. I think that's what it is right now. He's threatening some people, say, I'm telling, I know it, and I'm going to say I know it. So if anything happens to me, you know people why. I think that's the position where Mr. Dershowitz is right now. Otherwise, why would he say it? Why would he say that? He should zip it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. My personal opinion, not assessment. I think that Epstein was a piece of shit. I think he was on the payroll of many institutions and agencies, foreign and probably domestic as well. Foreign, I am more convinced than domestic. I think he was just a front man for an operation to extract and to blackmail for those agencies. I'm not going to name them. One starts with M and ends with D. Anyway, all right, Mademoiselle D. All right? So I think that's what it was. So this guy got all these perverts, pushed them into do something with some victims, all right? And then he could blackmail them. I think the same thing was with Lewinsky and what's his name, Bill Clinton in the Oval Office. And she was a major, so she was, or an adult at that time. She was not a minor, but that was based to blackmail him to do something. And he said, I'm not going to do it. Let me get my saxophone and play for the ladies. That's what he did. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.